God bless you. Thank you for agreeing to do the documentary with me. We have the Terrells with us. And I'm going to start off with every question that I ask everyone that I interview, the couples. How did you guys meet?
Well, we were, let's say, teenage sweethearts off
Okay.
and I guess it started when what I was about 14, I want to say, and we
13. 13.
just going on. Okay, so we we actually met because my brother was married to her sister, so that was the way we actually met, and during the time of seeing her, as a, as a little teenager, I was like, oh man, she's pretty, and so it was just one of those things of to start it off. That's how we initially met, through our brother and through our sister.
Okay, so when did you guys? How old were you guys when you decided to get married?
I was 21. Wait a minute.
No,
No,
I was 21. No, wait a minute.
I was 20.
I think I was 20.
I was 23,
So
and he
okay,
was 20.
yeah, I want to say just turned like 20. So we had just got back together. I mean, far as reconnecting again, we had just got back together.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and like my I was 19ish, going into 20ish, you know. So we reconnected again, uh, seeing each other over the brother and sister house again. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
at that time, I was in a relationship. Um,
Yeah.
so it kind of went from there.
So Sheila, what was the first thing that attracted you to him?
Okay, so let me give you my tea.
Okay.
I called my sister and I asked what she was doing. She said that Terry was going to be coming over to cut her son's hair. I said, Terry? I was like, man, I ain't seen him in a long time. So I was like, okay. I didn't tell her I was coming. But I got dressed, put my smell good on, and I went over, and him and his girlfriend at the time was getting ready to go. And then I was like, oh, hey,
Yeah.
Terry. And he spoke. And so when he left out the door, I said to my sister, I was like, that's Terry? That is Terry? Because he was so fine. That big neck, them shoulders. But anyway, I was like, wow. I said, why don't I said, I said, how is their relationship? And she told me, I said, well, do you think he would want to be my friend? She said, oh, I'll ask him and everything. And from then on, it was, yeah. And then we started talking. And one of the things I had said to him, we were friends first.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I said to him was, if nothing comes out of this relationship, God has something for you. See, I had been praying. I had made me a list.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Moss Clark, I said, I want to get married. She said, well, this is what you do. Make you a list of everything that you want and make a list of
You're the
things that
second person that has said to make a list. Yeah.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what I did. And I was praying. And every night before I went to bed, I said, Lord, I thank you for my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And, before I knew it, it was on. He was
So the reason
everything.
why we're doing this documentary is to dispel some of the myths and the stigmas of plus size women. One of the things that I really want to tackle is that plus size women, they don't have healthy relationships, or plus size individuals in general can't pull successful men, or can't pull men that generally want to be with them. You
Mhm.
know, we have to be some type of secret, or something like that. And I wanted to just talk about that with different perspectives of and different opinions of different individuals, you know. So within your relationship, um, do you feel or have you seen where size was an issue?
No, size was never an issue because I always looked at it like this. It was more about uh her self-esteem, how she felt about herself, how she carried herself. Was she clean? Was she neat? Was she did she take care of herself? You know, it was stuff like that that attracted me. You know, so the size really didn't play a part in um being a problem. It was just it was more of making sure that she was, I want to say, confident in herself. You know,
Um, from the time I got saved when I was 19. And my time at that time, my pastor was Bishop John H. Sheard. And he and his wife would always tell us young ladies, you are somebody. Right. I had low self-esteem because I was big all my life. And I had never had a real boyfriend or anything like that. And when I came to Christ, I had these spiritual parents that told us, hold your head up straight, put your shoulders back. You are somebody. You don't just take anybody. You don't do this. This is how you conduct yourself. This is how you carry yourself. You don't go into, a dark living room with a man, call yourself go watch TV. Because we know that is going to happen.
That's how we courted. That's how we were taught to court. You know what I'm saying? Even though I came in on the tail end of the movement of holiness where they meant business. You know what I'm saying? So I know the appropriate way how things should go. And that kind of helped when you were getting into relationships because you actually had a time to really get to know that person without that physicality getting in the way. Because once that physicality gets in the way, then you focusing on I want to be with this person physically, and you haven't really sorted out the emotional, or is this person compatible for me? Because you done got physical with that person, and that's what we're seeing nowadays. In the church, out of the church, everything is physical. I mean, I had a heated conversation before I even did the interview with you all today with an individual that they are saying that it's okay to have like a arrangement with somebody. And I'm like, no, why would you invest yourself physically with somebody and they're not making a commitment to you?
Because at the end of the day, that's all you're going to be in this arrangement. And that's it. So, I mean, if you want somebody to take you serious, you got to be serious about yourself. If you just giving it out like that, that's all you're gonna be is a jump off chick. That's it.
And that's it. And most big women, that's what happens. The guy pulls up in the middle of the night, go be with the big girl because she gonna give out because she wanna have some type of connection with a man, and they move on and commit to who they really want to be with. You know what I'm saying? And that is just so sad. I see a lot of my sisters go through that.
I had a stand.
Society and the images that we have seen has always played a trick on us. So they has always told us that, hey, to be a good man, you got to be ripped, and you got to be this, and you got to be this size, you got to drive this car, because she ain't gonna like you if you in this car. If you don't ride a motorcycle, she don't like you. You ain't no bad boy. So it's like everything is designed, to work against you mentally being stable and you mentally having the confidence that you should have in your for yourself. I mean, everything plays. I mean, confidence plays a big part of everything. Confidence plays a part of how you carry yourself. Confidence plays a part in how you handle yourself. Confidence plays a part in how you react to certain things. You know, so you saying if you don't have the confidence, somebody say something, that they didn't even say that, or you said I was ugly. Like, no, I didn't. What you mean?
Right. Not even thinking that, and in your mind, you say, "Oh, they don't think I'm attractive."
Right. So
you'd be amazed who is really feeling you. You know what I'm saying? And who really is not feeling you. I just look at my life. You'd be surprised. You know what I'm saying? That's why I am the way that I am. Because I know the truth. You know what I'm saying? It is how you carry yourself. It's right. like what I've been hearing over and over in these interviews is the energy that you put out is what you're going to attract.
Exactly.
What I found out is that a lot of women, you got a lot of hurt women out here that have been in some bad relationships, and then when a good dude come, they can't really see it. They can't really acknowledge it, or they just do not believe it, and they're really skeptical of that individual. And it goes both ways, because men, they have their emotional things that they go through too in relationship. And that's one of the reasons why it's so hard to get a man to commit. You know what I'm saying? Because they go through some emotional things too.
Yeah, exactly.
I had when I was younger, I was dogged out, and I always wanted a boyfriend to wine and dine me and all that different kind of stuff. And when it happened with Terry, because we talked all the time and we laughed all the time on the phone, and just being in each other's presence. And when I experienced him fully and what he was given, I said to my sister, D'Angela, I said, what is love? What does love feel like? And she was like, what? I said, what does love feel like? I said, I can't get him off my mind. I'm like, we talk all the time. We have these rich conversations. And, it's like, when he look at me, there's a twinkle. And she was like, well, that's love.
Wow.
And I was like, really? I did not know, because I have been treated so, like you said, that come by at night, and none of, I had to come to Christ to get myself together in order to know who I am, what I'm about, to have confidence in myself.
Awesome. Christ makes a difference.
Yes.
I know a lot of women that's not in church probably going to see this, and they like, don't throw God in this, but hey, he's in it. He's in it because he's going to give you who you need. He's going to give you the person that's just right for you. That's why size does not matter. Right. God's going to give you the person that's going to love you just for you, the way that you are, exactly how you are when they meet you. He got it covered. He got it covered. And so that's why we have to really have that connection with God. Okay, so if there's one message that you want to send out to our young individuals that may be plus size, what would it be?
Because I have daughters, that's heavy. And I always tell them, you have to have a standard. Know what you want, know what you don't want. Carry yourself like a lady so you can attract the right person.
And then here's one thing: if you know what you want, don't keep messing around with what you already know you don't want.
Absolutely.
So it's like, don't
absolutely.